welcome to Kitchen It with Nikki. I am finally here to show you guys how to make some super easy meals, super savory, and I'm gonna show you step by step. I know a lot of you guys have been really on me about making this channel, so I am here to finally show you guys step by step. So we're gonna start off with something super simple for you guys. It's some spicy garlic shrimp. This recipe is a no-brainer. It doesn't take a lot of ingredients and it impresses anybody. You can cook this and really wow a crowd, and it's effortless. So some of the ingredients that you will need are 2 pounds of deveined shrimp. You can have shells on or off, it's really your preference. I like the tail on, but I do peel the rest of it. And if you can get deveined, get the deveined. It'll save you some time to cleaning up your shrimp. You are gonna need some rice. I use about 2 cups of rice. My favorite seasoning, seafood seasoning, is Old Bay seasoning. I use a little bit of Cajun seasoning, a little bit of chili pepper, chili flakes, and some cayenne pepper for some heat. You guys don't have to use this if you don't want it to be spicy. Some Creole seasoning. Smoked paprika is my all-time go-to, so get your hands on some paprika or smoked paprika if you can. Some garlic powder and lemon pepper. I will be using a little bit of my little seasoning mix that I made myself at home with some of my favorite seasonings, herbs, and spices. There is no salt in here. Your favorite hot sauce. I know we all have a favorite. I just like this one because it's not too overpowering in the meal. Some unsalted butter. Do not get salted butter. You can add as much salt as you like later. So some vegetables to grab. You will need a bell pepper for the rice, some parsley to garnish and add a little aromatic to your shrimp, a whole little bundle of garlic, whatever you call this big old guy, a white onion and some lemons, and that's all you guys need. So you wanna start with the rice first, and then while the rice is cooking, you can start on your shrimp. That way you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone and your meal's done a lot quicker. On my rice, I like bell pepper and onion. It just gives it a little bit of flavor. It's a lot better than just plain white rice. So you wanna wash your veggies. I'm gonna show you the easiest way I cut a bell pepper. It saves me a lot of time, but you're just gonna do angled motions. That way, you really don't even have to cut that center white part out. So easy peasy, that's really all I need. Cut these in little strips. Once you get your little strips, and then turn them to the side. That way you're getting them done a lot faster. Don't do piece by piece. That'll just take way long. Guys, I definitely will start crying here in a second. Same thing, cut down, turn them to the side, and cut some pieces. And we're gonna do a quick saute with these guys. So I'll bring you over here. So you're gonna add a little bit of oil to your pan so you can saute your vegetables. So you can leave it with that much in there. I kind of like a lot of flavor, so I'm gonna put all of this in there. So we have 2 cups of rice right here. You wanna make sure you wash your rice because you don't know where your rice has been, so wash it really good. I always do 1 cup of rice when it's just myself and my family of 4. If I'm feeding anybody else, it's gonna be 2 cups of rice. That way there's plenty of leftovers. If your brothers wanna come over and get some food, there's extra for them. While it's kind of frying, I will add some salt just for flavor. I'm gonna add some chicken broth in here. If I don't have any chicken broth on hand, I'll do a little chicken bouillon in this little dry rice mixture. And then when I add the water, the chicken bouillon just kind of melts away. So that's what you want to hear. You want to hear some sizzling in there. So 2 cups of rice, 4 cups of liquid. So I'm going to use some of the chicken broth that I have here. Here's 1 cup. And I love when it sizzles. I know it's doing its thing. I gotta measure this. That was 1, 2, 3. And then I'll finish it off with the rest of my broth, and I'll just add water to the rest. but it'll add lots of flavor. My trick to rice, all of us cook rice so different, is I let this get to a boil, like I let it get really hot, and once it boils, I pop the lid on it and I turn the heat to low. I put a timer for 20 minutes and I just let it do its thing. 20 minutes hits and then I completely turn it off. That's how I master rice every time. Okay, so our rice came to a boil. I want you to see what it should look like. It's like a pretty aggressive boil. Once it boils like that, you're gonna drop your heat to completely low. You're gonna trap all that steam in there and then you're gonna let it do its thing for 20 minutes. Okay, so now the shrimp, the fun part. I absolutely love shrimp. It's my favorite thing to cook with. Everybody should have shrimp in their freezer. For a rainy day, you can make a super quick meal. So you wanna thaw your shrimp out in cold water. Don't use hot water. I know you think, oh, hot water, it's gonna make it thaw out faster. It's just not good. Use cold water. And then you're gonna clean your shrimp really well. Clean all of your meats really good. I wanna show you guys what deveining is. If you don't know, it's like that greenish, bluish vein down the shrimp, and it's just not good stuff. So you wanna cut it down the middle and clean it out, rinse them really good. And then I'm gonna show you my favorite way to peel shrimp, whether I'm cooking it or I'm like at a crab boil. The easiest way is I actually just pull the stomach, so the middle of it, and then I want to keep the tail, so I just hold on to the tail. But if you don't want the tail, you'll pull the stomach, boop, and then you'll pop the tail off, and then that's peeled. I know some people like, you know, start picking the legs off and stuff, and that just takes forever. So now that I peeled these guys, I just gave them a quick rinse, and then I'm actually going to pat them. I want to get most of the water off. I just find that this helps. I do this with chicken too. It helps my seasoning like stick to the meat. Usually when they're like all watery, my seasoning just doesn't stick how I want it to. So when I season, I have this really crazy rule of thumb, and it works so good if you don't really know how to season, or you have a really heavy hand, or your food is really bland and you need help seasoning. If I have like a bowl of whatever I need to season, I will season the circumference of it with everything that I need, and then I'll mix it really well. Or if you're cooking in a pan and you just season the circumference, you're good. Your food will come out bomb. I will get just like any Creole seasoning. It's a little bit different than Cajun. Creole's I feel like a little bit hotter. There's no right or wrong way. So like I said, sorry, I'm choking on it. Sorry, I just died off this Creole seasoning. I breathed it in. Garlic powder is your best friend. I don't use garlic salt because then you're adding more salt and more salt to your food. You want to be able to control your salt. So if you do powders, it's free game. You can really control how much you're adding in there, and your food's not so salty. So like I said, I'm just doing the circumference. A little bit of lemon pepper gives it that little zing, and like I said, your circumference. Don't be afraid of your food. That's the key here. You know, it's yours. Have fun with it. Paprika, game changer. I use this on literally everything, but I like to make sure that it's smoked. They make a ton of different smoked paprikas, but honestly, if you can find any smoked paprika, they have it at Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, like it is amazing, and it adds color to your flavor, and it makes it just super deep. A little bit of Cajun seasoning. You don't need a whole lot of this. Bam, good to go. Chile, I'll wait till the end to add some of that, and the cayenne pepper because it's super hot. And then this is just a blend of a ton of dry herbs and stuff that I've made. It's my own little seasoning, so do a little dash of that circumference, and then you're gonna get your hands in it and you're gonna really season this up. You wanna make sure that the shrimp is fully coated, and if it's not, you wanna add some more. So I always put my hand in front of my salt, just in case you make a little accident. You can catch, you know, your little mistake. So I'll add salt in my hand, and then I'll kind of add from there. Get your hands in it and get these guys coated really well. Thank God for Alexa. She just told me that our 20-minute timer is up. If you want to look at your rice, it's beautiful. It's perfect. You can turn it off and still don't open it and just let it sit there. By the time you need your rice, it'll be just perfect, which it already is. This is super hot. We're gonna add our shrimp to it. And I just wanna kinda sear it to get the seasoning to stick. Alexa, turn off. Alexa. Okay, so there we go. We want that sizzle. I'll probably just do half of this really quick. You know, yeah, sometimes I use my fingers. I'm Hispanic, you know, and I ain't got time to be waiting on my utensils, so I use my hands. You'll learn to do the same. Make sure you always start off with raw shrimp. If you're gonna cook a meal, don't buy cooked shrimp, which if you don't know the difference, raw is like the gray shrimp, cooked is already like pink. If you're getting the pink shrimp and you cook with it, it's gonna overcook it and your shrimp is rubbery at that point. Yeah, so these guys are pink. Let's take them off real quick. They're not fully cooked, but look how beautiful. They started to curl. Now we're gonna add garlic and butter to this pan. I just wanna take that off the heat real quick. And then look, those are partially cooked. It smells so good. So I'm gonna show you how to prep regular garlic. You really don't wanna buy minced garlic already. I mean, I use it occasionally, but I don't like the flavor of it, so I always get fresh garlic. I know it's a pain in the butt, so I'm gonna show you a couple tricks just to whip that garlic out of the way. So I'm gonna show you how to knock this garlic out. While you guys are cooking, get yourself like a cup of wine, whatever it is that you wanna drink, so you like loosen up, you relax, you have fun. Like cooking is not stressful. I honestly love it. I'm drinking a Truly, pretty bomb. So what I do with the garlic, I literally just like turn into Hercules and I crush it open so I get all the cloves. And I get anything that has a lid, like a jar. Okay, throw your garlics in there. So add the lid on there. And you're gonna shake it really hard. Shake it. You can edit that part out, right? That lid. All of our garlic, if you have a garlic crusher, these are awesome. If you don't have one of these, you could just chop them up as small as you can, but and crush it in a bowl. I'll use a whole like head of garlic. You guys control how much garlic you want to put in there if you don't really like it that much. Okay, that's all of them. So that's all the garlic you need. This mixed with the butter is amazing. So I just threw a stick of butter on all those seasonings that stuck on the pan, and it's gonna pick up all of that flavor. So I'm gonna add that stick of butter. It picks everything back up. And then let that melt and add your garlic. Dump that in the butter. Oh my gosh, I love garlic so much. But then again, I'm half Italian, so we use a lot of garlic in like literally everything. You're gonna saute this garlic until it cooks in with the butter. You don't overcook your garlic, which is like a dark golden brown. You've overcooked it because then it'll be really bitter. So you wanna make sure you're still keeping your garlic soft. You're just basically infusing this butter. Perfect. White wine of your choice. You're gonna dump this in here. Perfect. That's probably like a half cup. You need to let the wine get really, really hot so that it kind of cooks the alcohol content out of there and you just have the flavor left. Oh my God, it smells so good. And it's okay if you have like chunks of garlic in there. It gives it character. It doesn't have to be all perfectly minced. Let that get hot. So right now it's on medium heat, in case you're wondering. You don't want it on like super high because you could burn your garlic, and that's when everything's gone wrong. So super simple. You got butter, garlic, white wine. That's all you need. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you could smell this. All you really need is like 3 more minutes of that cooking, so you gotta be quick. You let those cook, you're gonna chop your parsley up and then just kind of garnish your parsley in here to add like that aromatic taste. And then finish cooking your shrimp off. And these are done. Your rice is just waiting for you, so everything is gonna be done in like a really good, timely manner. Add your parsley on there. I just used like about half of the big bunch that I got. And then, oh snap, you're gonna squeeze some lemon, like a half a lemon, just to give it a little zing. I always get the seedless lemons because I'm squeezing. I don't wanna go fishing around for lemon seeds. And then, honestly, I just do this to make it look like it came from freaking Hell's Kitchen. So once your shrimp curl up, they're pretty much done. They'll curl up really tight and you'll know they're done. You don't want to overdo shrimp. Like I said, it gets rubbery. So if you guys want to add some heat to this, that's what I use the chile peppers for. Cayenne pepper is really hot. It'll sneak up on you. And then get the hot sauce of your choice and add a little zwig, whatever that is. It's a little zing. Okay, so you always want to taste test your food before you serve it, just to make sure, you know, your salt level is where it needs to be. No, it's perfect. The white wine, the butter is perfect. Oh my God. We're done. That's it. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna get your rice, throw some shrimp on there, pour your sauce all over it, and you can garnish it with a little bit of parsley so it looks super fancy. You can add a little lemon wedge on the side, you know, so whoever is eating it can add lemon if they want. I love a lot of lemon, so I'll just put mine on the side. And then you just dig in. Super yummy, huge crowd pleaser. It's juicy. It's juicy, that's what I was trying to say. And then it's the shrimp. And it's spicy too. Stay tuned for more to come. Our next video is gonna be the crowd boil you guys have been asking me to do. I'll do a little bit of everything, you know, some Southern food, soul food, Italian food. You guys message me if you have a request, but stay tuned, we have some really good videos coming.